back to my channel. Let's just get straight into this video. I just trying to do a makeup tutorial. So I'm going to start by using my primer, and this is the Superstay primer.
Staring at me, standing there.
Apply it with my hand.
And I knew with you it'd be.
So today I'm going to do things a bit different. I'm going to start with the base, that means the face, and then I'll do the eyes later. And I'll start off with this LAGirl Illuminating Foundation in the shade Toast, and I'll use my beauty blender. So when you're applying foundation with a beauty blender, you want to tap it like this into the skin. Do not spread, just tap it from one point to another as you spread the foundation. It works, because when you spread it, it's not going to be well blended, and especially if it's a matte foundation, you're going to look patchy. So this foundation that I'm using right now, the LAGirl Illuminating Foundation, is good for people with dry skin since it's illuminating. If you have oily skin, kindly keep off, because it has oil, a lot of it. But there's a matte LAGirl of the same foundation. You can use that. So you see this mask thing you can see over here. I'm going to use the part of my foundation of my beauty blender that doesn't have foundation to blend that. So don't apply too much foundation on the hairline, and always make sure the foundation you apply on the forehead is blended out completely so that you won't have that line of demarcation. So if you're struggling to apply foundation with a brush, I'd recommend you try this thing, a beauty blender, and mine is totally damp. You want to use it when it's damp so that it won't absorb all your products. You're looking good. Next, we'll use this LAGirl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And by the way, the things I'm using on this tutorial are so cheap. Like, the foundation goes for 900, this goes for 400. So if you're on a budget, get yourself this LAGirl. So if you're oily, get the matte one. If you have dry skin, get the illuminating one. If you guys would like me to do a video on affordable makeup products for beginners, comment down below and I'll be glad to do it. What I'm doing is highlighting, and we use a lighter shade of foundation or concealer to highlight, or powder. And the essence is to brighten up these areas. So this is in the shade Mahogany. It's the darkest of this concealer, so I'm going to put just a little bit, not too much. I won't use this on my nose because it's too dark. I'll contour my nose with a powder instead. So to blend this contour, I'm going to use a brush. So contouring brings that illusion of darkness here so that you look like you have cheekbones and slim your face. and I'm blending that contour towards my hairline. So let's say you've applied a foundation and it's too light. If you can take a darker concealer or a darker foundation and contour with it, you'll actually be able to balance off that brightness of that foundation. So if you have a lighter foundation, instead of like throwing it away or not using it, just get a darker concealer, and you can even mix up the two of them when applying. It really works. And the same applies to when you have a darker foundation than your skin shade. If you get a lighter concealer and you mix them up, you can be able to balance the color. So you can see that illusion of slimness. So you also contour the jawline, but I'm using whatever is left on the brush. I've not added. So I'll use the same sponge that I used for my foundation to blend the highlights. And remember to tap, not to spread, just tap it. And you want to take your time to blend your foundation or your concealer if you want to have a flawless finish. Some people ask me what I do to have flawless foundation, you know, because sometimes you just do makeup and it's cakey, and most of the time the secret is just in blending. You can see how well that side is blended. Just take your time and use a damp sponge. So I'll also blend this. So now you can be able to see that contour nicely because of this highlight that I've added here to sharpen it. And if you're wondering why I'm glowing, it's this Illuminating Foundation. That's why it's called Illuminating, because it gives you this glow because it has oil. And also I had applied tea tree oil before and a bit of highlighter, so that also helped with the glow, because I just want today's look to be glowing. I'm not that much of a matte finish fan. Sometimes I just do it because, you know, you want your makeup to last long. But if I were to do this kind of dewy makeup every day, or if I just blend this and leave it at that without applying the powders, I would be so happy, because, you know, powders take away this glow. But now if you don't apply powder, gonna be a hot mess if you're not used to, especially for me. I'm not used to, so I might just end up transferring the makeup to my clothes and it will be messy. You guys can see how I've taken my time to blend everything. And I'm going back with the contouring brush to blend the edges of the highlight like that. Then we'll blend the nose. Next, I'm going to apply blush. I'm going to use this tool to add color. The reason I'm applying blush at this point before putting my powder is because this is a cream blush, and if you apply creamy products on top of powder, it becomes cakey and messy. So if you have cream products that you want to use, you do it at this stage before putting on your powders. So when applying blush, just smile and blend, 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 blend. We will use this powder on every part that I applied that light concealer to set the concealer. And I won't bake. I'll blend it out with the beauty blender. Yes, next we'll take this Jcat banana powder. If you get smile lines over here, you should try baking. So put some powder, leave it to sit there for some time, and then just dust it off. It really helps. And then when you powder the eyebrows, it helps to take away the oil that tends to form on this place, especially if you have combination skin. So it makes it hard to apply, to do your eyebrows. So just put on some powder, then the nose. So now I can dust it off. Next I'll take a LAGirl powder in the shade Cocoa, and I'm going to use that to set the contour, the areas I contoured. And you have to blend it out so that you won't have a black line that is just seated on your face. Blend and blend. So this is going on the areas where I applied the dark concealer to set that concealer, because when you're using a creamy product, you have to set it with a powder so that it won't spread. Then you see. Next I'll take my Fit Me powder in the shade Toffee and use this brush, and this is just going to go on all parts of the face. Don't use a lot of powder, because powder and transfer. They are sisters and best friends and cousins. So if you don't want your makeup to transfer to your clothes, use minimal powder. I'm going to bronze using this Suzy Beauty blush in the shade Plum. And I'll go back to my powder brush to make sure everything is well blended. I am so proud of myself. But there guys, I do offer one-on-one makeup classes, so if you want to hack your makeup, or if you're a makeup artist and you want to advance and perfect your skills, holla at you girl. So you can just DM me on Instagram. My Instagram link is below. So we're going to do the eyebrows right now. Brows are done, so I'm going to apply concealer on my eyes to prepare the eyes for eyeshadow, and I have to use this light concealer to make the colors that I will use pop. I'll then take my Juvias Zulu palette and take this yellow shade. Taking this tiny brush, I'm going to blend out the edges of this yellow. I'll then take a white shade. Going back to the yellow, and I'll use it to blend this edge where the white ends so that I won't have harsh lines. Taking this small brush, I will blend out the edges of the white gently. Taking a blue, a pencil, I'm going to apply that on my waterline. Use the yellow to kind of blend it out. I've popped in my lashes, as you can see. I've never used black lipstick before. I'm kind of nervous, but let's see. This is Smashbox lipstick. Jesus. No, I can't do this, by the way. After some moments of convincing myself, I finally used a black lipstick. What do you think, guys? Do you like it, or should I change it? I've never used black lipstick before. So let's highlight. It is so pigmented, so I'm going to use a little bit over there and here. And I'll use this brush to spread it out. So guys, that's the final look. I'm still not settled on the lipstick, so I'm going to change it.